Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yep. Poopy square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Welcome to the
Playable
Characters
Podcast.
Yeah, baby. Level 89.
Woo, we're doing it.
89.
How are you doing?
89, huh?
That's a mouthful.
Is that a sexual position? 89?
Yeah, it's like analingus because the 8 is like a butt and then the 9 head.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I've never not learned a gay sex act with you, Calvin. 89 straight weeks.
No, 80, everyone can do analingus. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
No,
but
Brian, you can though. Seriously, take that home with you.
okay, maybe I will.
Good.
Honey, get ready. We're doing some 89 tonight. But the guys, this is 89, level 89 of the Playable Characters Podcast. Thank you for joining us. My name is Brian McGinnis. Across from me
is Calvin Cato.
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you guys so much for coming Saturday to.
Oh yeah, the Brooklyn Winter Geek Fest.
Yes. Seriously, we all loved you, especially you. You know who you are.
Yeah, thanks for buying that thing, you.
Exactly. And the other thing is, thank you so much to More Banana Productions for letting us use their studio.
We're the More Banana. Check our Instagram. We're the More Banana Studios, which is awesome.
Yes,
that's why we sound so good right now.
We sound amazing.
Yeah.
We sound great.
Yeah.
We're taking an Instagram photo right now. It's wonderful. So this is Kate Moldenauer's baby and wonderful project. So basically they put on podcasts that are both audio produced and hosted by women. They're really wonderful. Check them out. They
also did, her and Meredith did Princess Peach and Princess Daisy on this fantastic podcast about last year sometime. It was hilarious. True. So
and if you like what you heard, just always hit us up on Patreon, patreon.com.
Hit us up.
89 us some money.
89 us. All right, this intro is so long already.
It really is. So let's get into it.
And because this guy does not want to wait any longer.
It's true, because he has work to do.
Which I'm kind of petrified of, by the way.
I know. It's
okay.
kind of creepy.
So we have, if you guys know, from episode 2 of this podcast, we had the Paperboy on.
Yeah.
Who was amazing. We have someone from his game.
Yeah. Or his neighborhood.
I guess his neighborhood. But we have the Grim Reaper from Paperboy. So, hello, sir. How are you?
What up, Rose?
Oh, my.
Whoa. How's it going, Grim?
Really excited to be here, you guys.
I didn't think he was this really? Happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I feel like Death is usually less excited and more, sad and playing chess.
Well, that's my work face.
Oh, so you're off the clock now.
You got my leisure face.
Oh, okay.
I'm technically always on the clock because for me, time never starts or stops. But
that's deep.
Yeah. Well, we can get into it. But I'm just saying, look, I got to be positive. I kill people all day.
Oh,
all right?
That's
so
true.
Come on.
Wait, actually, do you directly kill the people? I thought you just kind of reap their souls.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're.
I got a list. And then I look at my list and then I go over and I touch your elbow. However, that's my style.
Okay.
Some of us, they like some of the Reapers, the other fellow Reapers.
Oh, so there's more Grim Reapers.
Oh, yeah.
So Dead Like Me is a real thing. You ever see there's a show Dead Like Me? It was all about a group of Grim Reapers.
I like to leave that at the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When I'm home. That's why I can't watch a show about that.
Yeah.
Right? Like if there was a show about people who do podcasts about video game characters, you guys wouldn't want to watch that when you went home, right?
I'd be so mad if it wasn't about us, first of all.
I was gonna say, it would just be our lives.
So how'd you get into the video game? Like, were you reaping real people? Then you kind of, did Nintendo contact you? How did that happen?
Well, I mean,
Grim? What do we call you, by the way?
You could call me. You call me John. I mean, that's.
I
normally go by John. That's Jon, Jewish.
A Jewish Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of us. There are Buddhist Grim Reapers. Mm-hmm. It's just a job. I mean, really, my dad did it. My dad was a Reaper.
Really?
His dad was a Reaper.
You gotta have the stomach for it, though. You can't just.
Yeah. Well, I'm mostly bones, so I don't have any stomach at all. But yeah, it's something I don't mind the job.
Mm-hmm.
There could be worse ways to make a living. That's the way I always look at it. Every time.
Give me one.
I don't know. Gastroenterologist.
Yeah, you're looking at butts and poop.
Yeah,
all day.
like that's gross.
I mean, that's not necessarily that bad. I mean,
of course it's gross.
It isn't bad all the time, but I'm sure there's someone who's like, it's bleeding out of my, and then they got to look at that.
Yeah.
If
Heidi Klum comes in, it's a good day at the office.
Or
it's
if
a good idea to look at Heidi Klum's
whoever.
butthole as opposed to anyone. Most buttholes are the same.
Most buttholes are all
it's
buttholes.
Not like her butthole's like that much more German and modelish.
Yes, it is.
It's definitely tighter.
It's
and
cleaner.
definitely-
It's
yeah,
probably
it's more organized.
I'm just saying, like there are different, they're different. They're better patients than others for a butt doctor.
A lot more efficient. Are we still talking about hers, or are we
I don't know.
moved on?
I don't know. Yeah, let's move
I'm
on.
just imagining a German butthole and how efficient it is.
Very angry.
It's very scheisse.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the uniform attire because, like, don't those robes get hot?
Well, first of all, gray goes with everything. So I'm pretty happy that I get to wear that. We really don't get much choice
No,
with
it's
what we
just-
wear.
Hmm.
We are allowed to choose our own flip-flops.
Oh, okay,
Our
good.
own-
good.
our
I
own
did
slippers.
notice yours. You got a little one of those little fuzzy bonbons on top.
Yeah, well, look, gotta bring some joy in.
Pom poms, I meant, not bonbons.
Yeah, it's like-
Yeah, bonbons are candy.
Yeah.
That stuff will kill you.
Shout out to Peggy Bundy.
You know what's weird? This is a very random tangent. I was just watching Our Children yesterday.
Good show.
Parts of it aged well, parts of it did not.
Kelly Bundy aged well.
Yeah, she was one of the things. Dave
Yeah.
Faustino did not.
No, looks the same but grosser.
Yeah. So how did you end up in Paperboy's neighborhood? Like,
Yeah.
were you just do you like get a beat where you're like, okay, my beat is now video game characters, or is it like?
Well, I mean, like in the same way every neighborhood needs a dentist, every neighborhood needs a garbage man, every neighborhood needs a Grim Reaper. So
Do they?
I mean, there's a lot we gotta spread ourselves out.
Mm.
People are dying every day. If people are being born, there are people dying. That's
true,
just
yeah.
how that works.
It's not a perfect balance, though, is it? Like,
No, I mean, you've seen what we've done to the ozone. Like we've really,
Yeah.
there are a lot of us, a lot of humans, a lot of people.
so you guys have plenty of work to do since we're killing the planet and killing people.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, a lot of my work has been with animals lately.
Oh, that's
I was
sad.
actually asking about
Yeah.
that. Like, do you do animals, or do you like are there like an animal sect?
I mean, animals are really like they don't get it. Like they just think like, oh, it's another guy coming to pet me, and it's like,
No.
sorry, Fluffy.
There was
Here
like
I come.
100 beached whales the other day in New Zealand. Was that you or one of your friends?
So my friend Josh is really into marine life and really gets into that stuff, and then he just got a little carried away.
That's sad.
He got a little too excited, and he was like, "Look, it's coming out of the," and then there you go. They were all yeah.
All
But
right.
it was their time.
Yeah. Let's talk about the game, Paperboy.
Oh,
Again, let's try to
yeah,
get back
yeah.
to that. So, how did that happen? Like, you're obviously, it's weird because Paperboy's riding through town. He's got a guy with a lawnmower, a kid on a bike, and then all of a sudden,
Squeaky. Do you know how squeaky his wheels are?
the
You could
Paperboy?
hear that kid coming
Yeah.
from so far. I'm like, hey, people are trying to die over here. Will you calm it down,
Yeah.
please? It's ugh.
Yeah, you definitely see him coming. But I mean, he's jumping curbs. He's jumping.
Yeah, and he goes
Dirt.
faster. He goes slower. He goes faster. He goes slower.
He doesn't maintain the bike.
Yeah, he goes left and
That's
right.
If that was a game today, you would have to like between each level have to like upgrade your wheels,
Oh my god!
upgrade
yeah.
your traction,
Upgrade your kickstand.
yeah, oil it, or else you'd have to you
Bells.
couldn't go fast.
So when you kill Paperboys, though, do you actually read the paper afterwards?
Oh, it's the Daily Sun. Yeah, the great coverage. Have you seen their op-eds?
It's like-
Very, very good. We're thinking about adding a new piece to the obstacle course at the end. Oh, this is a good use of our tax money. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, nice.
That's
Oh,
why
so
our-
you pay taxes as
Well,
Reaper.
yeah,
How do
property
you get
taxes.
paid?
How do I make money?
No, I mean, how do you get paid? Like,
direct
is it
deposit.
Oh, just-
what do you mean?
You mean
Yeah.
like in my job? How does my job pay me?
Yeah,
Calvin doesn't have a job. He doesn't know.
He doesn't
how people
understand.
get paid.
I understand. But I
Well,
was wondering if there's like a death
If
HR.
you promise, yeah, I mean, we have a main office. We have a convention once a year. There's a whole corporate. It's just I try to stay away from that whole corporate thing. Don't tell anybody this. But
Okay.
every now and then, after I do the deed,
Mm.
and I'll be laying out, I kind of put my hand in a pocket, see if I can find any.
So you pickpocket the dead.
Not all the time. Only if
Yeah,
they're only if they're a
sometimes.
jerk.
Yeah.
They're a mean person.
Okay.
Deserve it.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
they
enough.
don't.
Yeah.
They can't
Yeah.
take it with them.
Like I don't do it when the Paperboy, when I step in front of him and then he just
No.
crashes into me.
Right.
I'm always like, go around, but then he just rides right into me.
You're not that fast in the game. You kind of do like mosey on out, and
Well, I can
sometimes
only
you still
go straight or backwards. I really
That's right.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't give you much mobility.
It's a very set path that I have. It's just
Hmm.
down the driveway, down the driveway, down the driveway. Stop.
Right.
Mhm.
I'd like to keep going, but now that I've stopped, I can't move anymore.
Back
That
it
was
up.
pretty much it. Nope,
Yeah.
you don't back up. Once you hit your point.
Now, do you like reading the obituaries in the paper? Because that's like that's like your daily journal, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that's my wrap up. I would call it my post mortem. That's my
yeah.
see. That was me. Sometimes you get a little proud when you look at that stuff.
I'm sure you
Like,
see,
that was
you see yourself in the paper. We get that as comedians sometimes.
Yeah.
Brian's performing at the Chuckle Butt whatever place.
The chuckle butt.
Chuckle Butts.
There's a lot of butt talk today.
The chuckle butt. The 89 at the chuckle butt.
Yep.
Are you guys now? Look, I know you guys say you kill a lot, but you don't like mean it, right? You don't mean you actually are
Like, I
killing.
killed on stage.
Because
Yeah.
we
Or
do. We
sometimes-
say that. Like we at the water cooler, like, hey, I killed last week, and we're like, I know.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
more of a
did.
figure
No,
of
we do that,
speech for
yeah.
us.
Well,
Okay,
sometimes
you
we
don't.
kill people's joy. Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
And you just kill your parents' dreams.
Yeah.
The
So
other-
yeah, of course.
How do you kill joy, Calvin? You're supposed to make people laugh and have fun.
I don't know. Usually I kill their humor muscles, but then sometimes you kill their joys.
Okay.
Usually if you're performing for like, crazy ultra Republicans, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calvin does any gig.
I really do.
This is interesting because, okay, so you mentioned the robe, the gray robe. Today you're just wearing the gray robe, but you got some cargo shorts underneath that I can
Yeah.
see.
You're into like casual
I
separates.
call them my Bill de Blasios. I wear cargo shorts. You've seen that picture of him on his way to the gym. He wears
I
cargo
haven't.
shorts to
Does
the
he?
gym.
Wow. I just didn't
You
know that
even
you knew
live
that
in the
much
city, Brian?
Yeah. Were you
I
tra-
know you knew that much about New York City since you're in Paperboy's universe. That's good.
Well, I mean, I pay attention to things.
Yeah.
I got to be cultured. It's a very
Right.
small town, so I got to pay attention to what's happening
Yeah.
outside.
and that newspaper, Paperboy told is only about that block.
yeah,
so
it
there's
is
not-
only. And most of the stories are about the Paperboy,
Right.
which is kind of weird. 'cause
weird.
He's delivering a
Yeah.
paper about himself.
Yeah.
I never understood.
He
that.
owns it, so it's like it's his.
Yeah.
He bought it. It's kind of a ego thing, I think, for him at this time.
Yeah.
at this
You know,
point.
don't tell anyone this, but if you stop subscribing, he's probably going to throw papers at your house anyway.
He throws them right through the window.
Yeah.
Through the window.
Is that why
tries-
they kind of got you to come in and like maybe try to
Yeah, scare him?
put I guess put him on the right track, scared straight in a way?
It's
I
it's
guess.
funny because I feel like no matter how frightening I look, I just come across as some kooky old guy. Just, hey, get off my lawn! Like,
Yeah.
I think, and I wave my staff, and I
Yeah.
feel that guy doesn't have any sheep. Why is he waving that? Curly, what's he got?
Besides Paperboy, who's your least favorite person in the town? Is it the kid on the bike? Is it the guy with the bees? Like who really grinds your gears over
I
there?
think it's that remote control car. It's
Yeah.
that it goes in
Yeah.
a square circle.
Who's
Such a strange.
yeah?
Just what's the point? You don't even. It's like what is this NASCAR?
Who's
Just-
controlling that thing? right?
It's this. It's just like I think there's a kid. You can see there's a kid
Oh,
just
okay.
standing
Yeah.
there, and I guess all the thing does is he can just go straight right, straight right, straight
Yeah.
right, straight
Yeah.
right, and just a 90-degree right turn.
Mhm.
That car can turn on a dime. I will say
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive what that car can do. But I'd say that. I would say, yeah, the bicycle. You know, there's the other bicycle who does.
Mhm.
He kind of copies my move.
Yeah.
He just sort of like comes straight out and then
Right.
stops.
Yeah.
And then once as far as he goes is okay. I hit my mark
Yeah.
and I stop.
Have you tried copywriting your move so that the other bike can stop doing that?
Oh.
You'd be surprised. I have tried, but you can't copyright walking and then standing. That's not a copyrightable,
I
not even a
guess.
utility
Damn.
patent. I watch a lot of Shark Tank, so I know there's more than there's patents, there's utility patents, there's trademarks. I can't trademark it because it isn't like that's my mark. You know, I wish I had a
Maybe if you said a catchphrase.
you know, if only they had better audio
Yeah.
in our town. then I
Oh yeah,
think-
that is true. It is very like 16-bit at best.
most of our
Eight.
audio is just that music
Mhm.
and then breaking. That's the only the only kind of audio. Like that's the. I think that was a pretty awful
That's okay.
break sound.
No, I thought that was great.
Have you?
You're nailing it, John.
Good job, John. Have you taken his bike for a spin and tried to do the obstacle course? Have you ever like gone up the?
You know, I've sat in the bleachers.
Okay.
I've cheered as he comes in,
Mm,
but I've never. You know, I feel like it would be an abuse of power
mm.
because like most people kind of do whatever I want. Most people they see me they just soil themselves right away.
So do you make a deal with people when they see you come in to touch their shoulder?
That's the devil. I have
Oh,
to make a
okay.
deal with the devil.
Yeah,
Remember, I'm
Brian.
not
You yeah,
good
right.
or evil. I'm basically a referee. I am
You just have a job.
Yeah.
I'm on no side of this whole thing.
But nothing can stop you from doing your job. Like if someone's like, wait, hold on. What if, and they try to run away, you're still going to get them no matter what.
I mean, I've gotten distracted before and messed up.
Mess as a not got them or got the wrong person?
Well, I got distracted. Like, for instance, George Burns, right? Lived forever.
You
Yes.
sure did.
And you know how? Because I would go to get him and then I would just start listening and I'd be laughing and
Ah.
laughing. And then I'm giving him a standing ovation. And then I look up and then he's gone.
That sounds like Final Destination.
Well, then I guess we've moved on to the next person in my list. That's what happens. We
The
just
movie?
we skip
Yeah.
the movie. You haven't
So
seen
what-
it? There's like 12 of
Yeah,
them.
I've saw like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
Just keep watching.
Yeah.
Keep
This is
going.
fun. So wait, I gotta ask you, what's up with the ecological disasters in your town? Because there's a lot of like localized tornadoes that only seem to follow a Paperboy, and it's weird.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Well,
do you
I
cause
mean,
that? Is that global warming?
If
Like
they
what's
hit
happening?
somebody, then I would be there.
Yeah.
If they, I would happily. I follow them. You know, you see those lawyers who chase ambulances.
Mhm.
I chase tornadoes.
Oh, okay.
Tornadoes, tidal waves,
Really?
active shooters. I will chase anything.
So you're very busy nowadays.
It's very busy. You know what they say? They do say you're more likely to die in an accident on your way to a mass shooting
Is
than
that
at
true?
an actual
Really?
mass shooting.
didn't know
I don't know. I
that.
think the NRA tweeted that. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they
okay.
were trying to explain.
I think that's called.
Was that too dark for you
That's-
guys? Was
no,
that-
no.
No, I mean, I'm glad we went from tornadoes to NSA.
It's good to, yeah, that sounds like
I may have lost
propaganda.
you. May have lost you some listeners.
Sounds
right
like
there.
propaganda to me.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think it's fine. So you talk a lot about, death deities. Do you deal with any life deities? Like, have you talked to a lot of storks? Like, you know what I mean?
Storks aren't real.
Storks aren't real.
Come on, everybody knows that. Storks aren't real. Next, you're gonna ask me if I know the tooth fairy, and I do know the tooth fairy.
Do you?
Yeah, tooth fairy. Not Jewish. I thought the tooth fairy would be Jewish.
Really?
No, not.
A lot of dentists are.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of dentists. There's a lot of money exchange. Sorry if that sounds a little hacky or something,
No,
but it knows.
Hey,
You're
You're deaf. You've
actually
been around a while. You hear
actually-
stuff.
Lutheran.
really?
Yeah,
Wouldn't have guessed.
tooth fairy is Lutheran.
With the last name, Tooth Fairy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Bill.
Bill Tooth Fairy.
Well, now you made that sound like a Jewish name. Bill Tooth Fairy.
Gefilte Berry.
This episode's getting a little wild.
Ooh, it really is. So, as a death deity, can you die?
Mm.
You know, my family I had a family. I lost my
Had?
family. Yeah, it's sad. They
Wait, can you hug your wife? Will she,
well, that's-
will she die instantly?
so it's really interesting how that works.
Yeah.
So everyone assumes it's the moment you touch someone, that's it.
Right.
I have to be thinking about it
Okay.
for it to happen. Like if
so
I'm
it's not like
if I'm-
Rogue from the X-Men. Okay.
right. I have to be. It has to be an active thought in my mind
Okay.
of this touch is going to cause death.
Gotcha.
If I'm thinking this touch is going to be, I just want to pet this cat because who doesn't want to pet a stray cat?
Yeah.
I won't necessarily kill the cat just by touching it.
Oh.
But since I do so much of that killing thing, it's on my mind a lot. So
Ah.
I mess up a lot. But I have to be thinking about it for it to happen. It's like flying in Neverland. You have to think about it, and then you just,
okay. That makes
you
sense.
think a happy thought, I think a death thought, and then I touch, and then
Mhm.
they drop.
Are there like disciplinary actions in your job? Because if you mess up that many times, you kill too many wrong people. Do you get like in trouble or
I mean, you
dock
can,
and pay?
yeah, you
or-
pretty much just get downgraded in your pay. You lose some vacation days.
Mm.
It's it can be frustrating. You get sent to do a lot of paperwork.
Oh gosh.
There is so much cause of death. Okay, ate too much barbecue,
Right.
too much red meat.
Is that a cause? Too much barbecue?
Well, not barbecue specifically. It's
Okay.
more the red meat and the fat, and then it blocks your
Ah.
arteries and it builds
Yeah,
over
it's-
time.
I got to be careful.
We know the truth about all those studies, and we get to see that. Okay, I know what actually killed it. They always say we do autopsies.
Mm.
They should just ask us.
You guys know.
Oh, yeah, true.
I
Yeah.
mean, we know exactly.
You just know.
Well, if we didn't know, that would be weird. I guess this guy has to die for some reason.
Oh, so,
And then-
so you know the reason why they have to die.
yeah,
And
Have you ever thought about being like
Oh,
a
okay.
consultant for like Law and Order or CSI? Because that'd be great.
Dun,
they should ask me, right?
Yeah.
They should. But my next witness,
dun. The Grim Reaper.
I call
Yeah.
the man who knows,
Yeah. It knows everything.
Grim Reaper. They should ask me. Do you guys have a connection? I mean, I can be a consultant.
I've been on Law and Order. So have you, I'm sure, right? No?
Surprisingly, I have not.
Oh, everybody's been on Law and
I
Order
know.
at least
I've done-
once.
Yeah.
I've done background on Law and Order.
Yeah. Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just touching people.
Everyone. I kept my hands at my side.
Who are some of your favorite Grims that have made it big? I mean, are those guys in Lord of the Rings, the ring wraiths? Are they kind of Grim Reapers?
They're not Grim Reapers.
look
They're
like
just
it.
Witch,
I mean,
they're witch kings.
But they
They're not-
look like it.
They're
Kinda.
just copying.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. They don't all look alike.
You know, they do actually. Literally, that's the thing.
It's a little offensive.
They have
Right?
gross gray robes and they are evil.
Well,
they kill things.
Evil. He's right here, and he's
I know
not
he's
evil.
not. I'm just saying. Are you
That's
related or
Point. Just because they look like me doesn't mean what? Okay, so
Wow.
one person who's innocent dies, and now I have to apologize for all of them, for all the people
And
who were.
Brian's white,
killing
so
people.
he
Yeah.
doesn't
I'm
get
sorry.
it.
I'm
You don't
s-
get
it's
it.
not
I mean,
my fault.
I'm pretty white. I'm bone white, but I'm,
Yeah. See?
But you're
That's-
you're more like Mother of Pearl. He's just white. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like
see.
gross white.
yeah. There's no.
He's the wrong kind of white.
Yeah.
Let's just say cops don't treat me nicely either.
Ugh.
Hold me over. They mostly.
Can
It's
you,
hard. Well, it's hard. Your bones, Bone Thugs Good Harmony. I get it.
Well, they see the
don't
hood.
dress well.
They see me with the hood up, and they're just
Yeah.
like,
Right.
"This guy's trouble. I bet he's got weed in his car."
Yeah. You have a
Do you
car?
smoke weed?
There's so many questions. Do I have weed in my car? Yes to both of those. You gotta mellow out after
all that
How do
killing.
you smoke without lungs?
busy week. Well, it's good. It doesn't really affect me all that much. It's just kind of everybody gets secondhand high being around me.
Just does it to look cool? Is it?
Yeah. You put it up there, and I just mimicked. I just showed you guys.
Yeah, you did.
And but this is more
You just like
audible.
browse around in your cape and
Well,
then
it stays in
goes
there.
out.
It's,
Okay.
I'm shotgunning myself.
He's
That's how that works.
so joyful. I thought he was going to be all like Skeletor, like evil, but this has been a great.
Everybody thinks
I
that.
know. I mean,
Everyone
you-
thinks I'm
You
going to be.
understand why? Yeah, but this
Well,
is
the
I don't
guy.
understand why. Death has always been a neutral thing ever since, like, the Greeks with Hades. Hades was just like, look, I just have a job to do, which is I'm supposed to collect your soul, bring it down to the
Mm.
underworld, and then get you processed.
and that's been
I
the way
get
it's
it.
been. You just got a bad rap along.
Exactly.
Who gave it the bad rap then? I guess was it just people just
I
scared
think
of
just
death?
people are afraid of dying,
Yeah.
right? No, who's excited to die?
Exactly. Probably
Yeah.
some dick ass pharaoh. who was
It's
like, oh.
probably just the afterlife will be amazing.
Yeah.
Build me a pyramid.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's really unfair. If we could start today, spreading the word. I'm just a guy
That's what we're
doing his
doing.
job. I was just following orders.
Mhm.
Right? That seems to work in history. You just say I was just following orders, and now you're
Yeah.
now you're fine.
Well, we do not say that in 2018.
No, we don't
Are-
say we're just following orders. That's what I was
No.
doing.
Mm-mm.
Are there-
Especially not on the last day of Hanukkah, so that's kind of awkward.
Are there any people on your like wish list? People that you want to, take care of, I guess, for us?
Ugh,
Or
I
or-
wish
yeah,
there are a lot.
you don't get to pick. Do you get to pick and choose, or you have to wait till the order comes in?
I mean, I
like Amazon.
Yeah.
they do have a suggestion box, so I'm allowed. I do have some input, but it's really I can't I'm not the final vote. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I vote them, they tally, but it's not just up to me. It's not.
Okay.
I wish. How great would that be?
Give me a few.
What kind of power? I think some people in political
Mhm.
situations. If
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
is that cool? Do you mind if I
That's fine.
say
No.
who I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
Oh, can I say?
I mean, you're the Grim Reaper.
Okay. Matt Scanapico was the mayor of Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm sure that's
Wow,
where we all
that's
thought we were
very-
going. I feel like that guy approved so many condos and developments, and all this farmland
Wow.
got turned into housing.
Isn't
I didn't realize you were so agrarian.
And I think it's important. Where do you think this scythe
Scythe?
came from?
Is it spanakopita a Greek dessert or something?
Spanakopita.
Spanakopita is a Greek. That's spinach pie. But, this is an Italian man I'm talking about. That's the one.
Spanakopita.
Hey, it's a spanakopita.
Give me some arugula and some spanakopita. That stuff, it's good, that stuff.
What's wrong with you?
I always get that at Greek restaurants. And I stand up and I say, one spanakopita, please.
They
Can
love
you
that.
kill him?
I was gonna say,
Wait, oh wait.
you deserve.
Now, do you see like the future? Like, do you know when we're gonna go?
Do you really want to know?
I mean,
You're gonna.
Kind of.
I-
I want it because I have a kid. I want to plan ahead.
Let's just say,
I want to let her know, like, hey,
Brian,
I got 30 years left, or do I have 5?
Brian, you're good.
That's awesome.
All right, you're good. You're great. You got nothing to worry about.
That sounds.
I mean, Calvin.
Ooh.
What? How?
It's your lifestyle, bro.
Look, I'm just saying.
Is it because I 89? Come
I'm
on.
just-
Too much 89ing.
I'm just saying. You never heard of anyone getting a promotion for 89ing. I'm just.
Ah.
Although I guess
I'm
that's
just
true.
saying, I mean,
Look, it's written, but it isn't written in permanent ink. It's written in. You remember those erasable pens that
Yes.
we had?
you mean pencils?
Well, no, because pencils you can just. I talking about.
Disappearing and reappearing.
Look, I'm talking about at the same time that my town was founded, that I live in now.
Mhm.
Erasamates. Remember
Sure.
the Erasamate
Sure.
pens? It's
How old are you?
erasable
He's
ink.
100,000.
Well, it doesn't matter how old I am. I'm just talking. It's from that era.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Paperboy, you remember you
Yeah.
probably had Erasamate pens
Sure.
I mean, I
when
had
you
a,
were in
yeah.
school.
I mean, I did have a lot of stuff from back then. I had a talk boy.
How old are you?
Ooh. That's the. I was a big fan of Macaulay Culkin as well.
Yeah. He's
I
dope.
Love those shows.
He's got to be on the short list soon, right? He's not doing well.
No, he's
You'd
doing
be
better, gang. He's
surprised.
back
Yeah.
on the mend.
Is he? Good for him.
Yeah.
He was looking kind of like a hot mess before, but now
Yeah.
he's like back together. He's like put on weight again.
He was, yeah.
Did I tell you when I worked at Tower Records, him and his brothers and Mila Kunis were like registered there.
Registered.
Whatever.
Like
they
for
had
rewards?
a
Like for a wedding?
Rewards points?
Like for a wedding?
the registry was.
I really
alive.
want the new Rolling Stone CD for their wedding. What do you mean registered there?
Or like let them know when a new album
because
comes
Tower
out?
Records. I was in the movie rental section, so like you had a who's it with us? It's like they would just rent movies.
Oh, okay. I have a funny Jesse Camp story from when I worked at Tower Records
Ooh,
in Massapequa.
nice. Is he close to death?
I mean,
I'll tell a story.
I feel like I
Another
shouldn't.
time.
It's like too.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Like it's cheating. It's like insider stock
you're
trading.
spoiling all the
tips.
fun. Well, that's yeah, I guess.
And
Fair enough.
I would love to know, but
I'm not skirting the question, but I'm skirting the question.
it's one of your
You know,
rules.
it's-
Don't tell us dumb humans when. Other
Yeah,
humans
because
are-
then you guys would kind of freak out. That's the thing.
Oh,
You would
100%.
you would go insane if I
Yeah.
told you like.
Or
I mean,
I live my life.
Well, that's what I mean. If everybody knew I'm dying in a week, you'd probably go crazy. You'd start stealing things.
I probably start stealing things.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely steal things, but I would also just blow all the money I have. I'd be like, well, fuck
All
this.
$8 of it. Calvin would
I'm
blow.
gonna travel down
He would
the
go to
street.
Starbucks and get a grande.
He'd be standing outside of the Tower Records. How many CDs can I get for this?
Oh boy! This
Oh,
is
man.
what else do you want to
So-
tell our fan? We got to go in a few minutes. But this has been amazing, by the way.
I never thought I was going to be a suburban guy. I really never thought I was going to live in a house with a yard.
Mm.
I always thought I'd be an urbanite.
Where were you before you got put into town?
I lived in Brooklyn.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
But I was in Brooklyn in the late 70s.
Mm.
Oh, so like
early
Warriors,
80s. It
Warriors,
was
Brooklyn, like a lot of clinking of bottles.
Well, I was busy back then.
Yeah.
It was so much work to do. All these, I'm gonna cut you, and then I just
Gangs
show
and
up,
stuff, yeah.
and then and so much stabbing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so much. What a crappy way to go. You could get stabbed like a million times.
Yeah, I would not want to be stabbed or drowned.
Yeah,
Drowned?
I said
Drowned.
drowned on purpose.
Okay.
I want to
Um,
be stabbed, drowned, any of that.
Yeah.
Shotted.
Shotted.
So now, when you touch someone, do you take their body and bring it to wherever they go, or do you just like someone else comes and cleans up or something? How does that work?
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
called the police.
You're getting into so there's your physical body.
There's soul.
So that, I mean, yeah, we've all seen the chalk outline
Right.
on the thing. That's a body that stays here. I don't do anything with that.
Okay.
I'm not a coroner.
Right.
So after people have been murdered
Yeah.
or killed by
Yeah.
me, so there's the soul part.
Mm.
This is the thing. When I got hired, they never really explained that part of it.
You figured
You
that'd
know
be
what I
pretty
mean?
important.
Like no one explains to you when you get a corporate job how to fill out your timesheet at the end of the week. Like this was that my version of a timesheet.
okay.
It was
I
really
mean,
that.
Fair enough. I mean, they do actually explain to you how to fill out the time.
Well, it must have been the corporate jobs I had. They didn't do a good job filling that out. I never realized that was a full part of it. But yeah, so sometimes I take a soul. If they really need a soul to be taken, I'll just be like, all right, here I go. I'm going to bring this soul down with me. And then that's weird. Purgatory. Have
Oh.
you guys seen Purgatory?
I've only seen Purgatory in the movie Beetlejuice. Is it like that?
Unfortunately, it's not like the movies.
Oh no.
It's more like the DMV.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It seems. I figured it would be.
It's a lot of waiting,
Yeah.
a lot of forms. No one ever has the right identification.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then I sometimes, if someone's really confused and I'm being nice, I'll sit around and I'll help them out. No, you need W17-I.
Mhm.
That's the form you need to fill out if you want to go to heaven, or at least apply
Right.
for going to heaven. It's going to be a 3 or 4 week waiting period.
But they're just saying it could be 3 or 4 years.
I could be forever.
Yeah.
You can be in. Well, there's no time there, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we tell them time, but they're. You just say, "I'll see you in a minute," and little do they know I'm not coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I didn't realize that you just wait there. So is it literally just a waiting room, or are there like resting areas or like a couch?
Oh, I mean, there's like the couch that's like obviously torn. Like I don't know who tears couches, but there's like
Right.
it's got the torn. All those couches.
And there's just
they-
one
I know,
couch.
so- yeah.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
just one.
I
And
hate
it's-
that in
It's like the
waiting
subway.
Leaning-
There's 1,000 people waiting.
Yeah.
There's one bench.
Yeah.
leaning a little.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Bench
want
always
it-
fucked
you-
up, yeah.
You got to plant like do you sit at the low seat
Mhm.
so you don't roll off, or do you sit at the high seat and then you're gonna bump into someone if they sit
Yeah.
next to you? Yeah, it's a really confusing place. They have Highlights magazine,
Oh,
which is odd. It's like kids magazine, but
Just
yeah,
one,
they have-
right?
Yeah, just one.
Just-
So you have to hold it up and everybody looks. You have to wrap it around, fold it back so that
Okay.
people can read the two sides.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Everyone has to know. Are you done with this page? Can we turn yet? And then we turn the page.
There's always that one guy who's not ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
going slow.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there
And
bathrooms
that's
down there too?
purgatory. Imagine
Hell.
you go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I don't want to go to hell.
No highlights.
No.
Yeah.
There is, but people have already circled the words in the word search. They already found them for you.
Nothing to do.
That's
It's
at least
completely
that's my hell.
useless.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You can just stare at it. I would have found that.
Are
And-
there bathrooms down there or no? Or in purgatory?
In
Purgatory,
well,
sure.
they're dirty, but there's, I'm just saying no one takes care of purgatory because they
Yeah.
know it's not your final place.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I was more curious just
Yeah.
because it's like I figure if you're dead, like you have to even worry about, peeing or shitting.
Because you got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
bigger issues. I mean, it's still we're human. We still got our
My
issues.
I mean, hell is like catered towards you, like your own personal hell, right? That would be like
Yeah.
if people would walk around pissing and shitting all day, I would lose my mind.
Well, maybe that's your hell.
Yeah,
So then purgatory
People-
is your hell.
I would not.
Pooping.
Yeah,
People pooping in public.
like come on, man, go in a bowl. There are none. Ah!
And then suddenly you have to poop and there are no bathrooms. Maybe that's your hell.
Oh god, that would be my hell. Shit. Ugh. Or no shit.
Then when you find one, you can't go. That's
It's out of order. It's out of
Out of
order.
order, yeah.
Or
Oh,
gender only, or whatever. No gender.
What?
However it works.
If there's no gender, then you could definitely use
No,
it.
no gender is allowed in there. It says.
Oh, well, that would just be a closet.
Yeah, with no toilet. See, it never ends.
All right. So before you go,
This has been so gaming
Yeah.
specific. This episode.
I know. We learned so much today.
Anything else you want to tell us about Paperboy or?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, life is good. Thanks for asking.
Mhm.
I feel like I've got a good future. I've been saving up my 401k.
Good.
I could go on vacations to all inclusives. You can drink as much as you want.
That's nice.
I'm pretty sure they water down the wine and stuff, but
But you can't
whatever.
drink though.
I mean, you can. It just flows right through the bones.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, I act a little.
Okay.
You have enough
Oh,
drink.
okay.
I'm so wasted. I pretend.
All right.
Let me see. What else did I want to tell you?
I don't know.
Did you know I have the power to bring people back to life too?
No.
I
Yeah.
did not. I
So you
always
can
thought
do
that was
both.
a different department.
I mean, I've never used it,
Oh.
Really? Do
but
you,
I do have that power.
do you get just one?
Yeah, it's like, well, you build it up. It's like sick days. You accrue them.
And how many do you have?
I think I got dozens.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What would make you use it?
I'm kind of saving it for a favor.
Hmm.
I think that's what it is. Like if you can do something like do you do taxes? Are you an accountant? Like then
Well, we're going to spread the word for you as far as
I did get a book about how to pay as little taxes as possible. So,
all right, well, you know what? I'll put one in the
no
bank.
money.
Calvin,
Yay!
that's one in the bank for you because you were going to die this week anyway.
Oh!
So
Woo, thank goodness.
so you know what? We have
Woo.
offset it. I'm going to give you one of my
Sweet.
save a life.
Thank you. I'm gonna go back to raw dogging. Great.
Yeah, dude.
Get out
89,
of
69,
purgatory.
all the nines.
Yeah.
Go for it,
89,
man.
69, 79,
Oh, I will. I think that's a thing, too.
19.
19. Definitely 19.
Just the number 9. That's
Yeah.
Calvin on himself.
Well,
Okay, so
hey,
before
John,
we go,
Yeah,
you want to play a quick game with us before we
I
go?
love games.
Let's play a game of Wed,
Sweet.
Bed, Dead, everybody.
Red Bed Dead.
Wed, Bed, Dead, we're going to give you 3 video game characters. You're going to tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and as you know, who you want dead.
Can I dead all of them? I
Probably,
mean,
no, you know, for
No.
this time, let's switch it up
No.
a bit.
they're all
Yeah.
dead at some point, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll
All dead.
probably
They'll all be dead.
accidentally dead whoever I bed.
Maybe.
and
Yeah,
then I'll.
they'll get stabbed and shotted.
Yeah.
So this first one just came back into the spotlight in the new Smash Brothers game. Ganondorf.
Oh.
I would love how his last name is Dorf. That's how I say it in my head, like Steven Dorf.
Yeah, I was just
I
thinking
say
of
like
Steven Dorff.
like Ganondorf because he was just Ganon in the first Zelda.
God, speaking of Steven Dorff, remember that Blade movie that he was in?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it was
Oof.
called Blade. So Ganondorf, he's got orange hair. He looks like Mr. Burns in a way,
Yeah.
like an evil Mr. Burns. He's pure evil. This fucker.
And he's a killer, so you might like that.
Oh
Yeah, I was
man,
gonna say, it would
he's
keep me
so
busy.
evil. He's a wizard. Is he a wizard or a sorcerer?
Yeah, he's like a wizard warrior.
Yeah, I'd get commission on those.
Hates elves. Hates them.
Ugh.
Man, he hates elves.
Yes, really. does.
Anybody who's
Hates
short,
elves,
really.
hates trees, especially Deku ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ganondorf, we all know him.
Yeah.
Uh,
hates Hyruleans.
next one is my favorite from Mortal Kombat. Who'd you guess, Calvin? Who's my favorite from Mortal Kombat?
Scorpion,
No.
Katana.
No.
Ooh, Noob Saibot.
Raiden.
Oh,
Raiden, the god of thunder. You may appreciate this.
Raiden.
John is a god, sort
Ooh.
of.
Well,
Right?
let's not overdo it. I'm not a god.
You're not a
I'm,
god.
but Raiden. Yeah.
Raiden's awesome. He's got the lightning, got a big basket on his head.
Is Raiden
a
Asian?
conical straw hat.
Is he Asian? Not in the movie.
No,
was-
he is very not Asian, which
He
was
was
a problem.
terrible. He's talked like this in the movie too. Remember?
Oh, Christopher
Mm,
Lambert.
Not
he-
Lambert. Lambert.
Oh yeah,
Chris Lambert is a great comedian who was on our podcast a few weeks ago. So Raiden, the god of thunder.
Yes.
And this next one from the King of Fighters, and Calvin is so good at these backstories. Terry.
Oh, Terry Bogard.
Terry Bogard.
He's great. So he's like the hero.
Yeah, he's like the main. He's like generic Joe.
Yes, he really is. Don't be fooled by the white trash vest.
Looks like Marty McFly.
Sort of, but again,
he's got the
white
vest.
Trashy, yeah. He's like a main hero. He was a hero of his own game called Fatal Fury.
Mm-hmm.
He's really awesome. He knows how to fight. His rival is this guy Geese Howard, who is this white guy who dresses super Japanese for no reason.
Geese. It's comfortable. That's why.
He's
got a long ponytail.
He has a very long ponytail.
Very long blonde ponytail.
Whoa, did not see that ponytail initially.
Yeah, he's got a long ass ponytail and a hat.
Yeah.
He punches the ground and can create a power wave. So he's not a killer though. So that's the only thing. But he's like, blonde and cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough.
Oh, also, Terry's very nice. So Geese Howard, that guy who is his main rival, Terry helped raise Geese's son.
Oh,
so
really?
he's a nice guy. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
I like the niceness. I
Yeah.
feel it's hard because rarely do I get the option between wedding and bedding,
Right.
as opposed to just deading.
So
I'm
Here we
usually,
go.
But you were
usually
wed
just a
once,
deader.
you said. You had a wed
Yeah,
once.
I forgot to get in. Let's just say my mind was wandering and I touched her. And,
okay.
Oh, goodness.
touched her
So-
with my penis.
Nice.
So you murdered that vagina. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So Ganondorf, Raiden, and Terry Bogard. Wed, bed, dead. John.
I think I'm gonna wed Raiden.
Mm.
Oh.
And I think that should be obvious, right? All this thunder comes, people get scared, they poop themselves, I kill them. They,
So
and then I can touch them because they're the
Yeah.
thunder. They get struck by lightning, and then they go down and they go to purgatory where they just won't get to poop. So
wow,
that's.
he's got it all planned out.
So
Yeah,
I think
seriously.
I think Raiden. I feel like Raiden would finally open up to me about that look, the hat,
Mm.
and all that, and explain the backstory of all
Mm.
the outfit. Yeah, and I feel like I would definitely wed Marty McFly. I definitely think
Interesting.
Terry
That's-
Bogard.
we would go. Yeah, because I mean Terry's got that beautiful hair. I
Mhm.
mean that is
You like
just-
that?
and I could
Yeah.
run my fingers through it and not accidentally touch him.
It
Oh.
doesn't work on hair.
It's not an extension of your body,
Yeah,
right?
because
Like
hair's
if I,
already dead.
if I touch you with a stick, it's not actually me touching you.
Ah, okay.
And hair's
Which is-
dead already, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
Brian,
Ironically,
you don't know about that. but
Mine was dead a long time. Mine died 25 years ago.
that is ironically how I would touch Brian is with a stick.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's like I gotta wash your hands after every time I touch somebody.
Okay, yeah,
Side note.
good.
Yeah. So I guess that leaves me.
Ganondorf.
Yeah,
Ganon,
I'd have to dead Ganondorf. Yeah, I mean I feel bad about that because that's.
Don't,
that
because he comes
brings-
back in another video game.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine, yeah.
All right. Well, never mind. But it gives me.
Is this
so much
Calamity
work.
Ganon? I think it was the worst name for a
It
villain.
really was
Calamity Ganon.
awful. But, oh man, that fight was so good.
I didn't get there yet. Never going to.
I know you're not.
Overrated. Breath of the Wild.
How dare you? It was
Yeah,
such a fun game.
Overrated.
You're a hater.
So you're gonna dead him? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. What do you feel?
Hyrule would appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
would.
think so. Let's see. Can I go to next, Calvin?
Yeah.
All right. So
Your funeral.
it is. It's one of these motherfuckers.
All of your funerals eventually.
I think, but I'm good though, right? For a few more.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. 75 tops. If I'm past that, get rid of me. Like I don't want to. I can't last.
You don't want to live past 75?
No.
Why
My
not?
body's already broken down. I
From all the basketball you watch?
played my whole life. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to. It might be similar to what John over here did. I'm going to wed Raiden because that would be cool. However, the betting might be fun as well.
Yeah.
For
It's
him.
like your own dildo.
What?
He's electric.
I have no idea what that means.
You're with me, John. You saw.
I think so. He definitely vibrates before the thunder.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Let's switch it. Not for that reason, Calvin, but I'm going to bed Raiden because it might be a completely crazy, memorable night. With, like you said, with explosions and, like.
Again, that's going to be a crazy orgasm.
Yeah. Stuff like that would be fun. But yeah, having that around forever, though, might not be in my favor, I think. So we'll bed Raiden. Now, here's the thing. If I wed Ganon, then I become like an evil ruler with him, like his
he's
Melania,
notorious for,
if you will.
Well, he's notorious for being like a betrayer, so he'll probably
Yeah.
betray you at some point.
He will.
Would you take the dwarf as your last name?
Brian Dorf. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to kill. Yeah, I'm gonna dead Ganondorf.
Oh,
It's just like I hate using him in Smash because he's so slow.
I know.
He's like slow. It's like
He's like slower than Captain Falcon, which makes no sense.
yeah, he's so slow, man. Strong, but he's slow. And then I'll have to wed Terry. I'm not too familiar with the game. I've played it, obviously. I'm not, but I never chose him because I think he's just kind of very plain and generic.
What? I love Terry.
But I know you do. But those are my choices there. So nothing too crazy for me this week.
Fair enough.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You freak.
Actually, I think that we have pretty much the same answers, probably for different justifications. But I would definitely easily wed Terry Bogard. I think he's great. He could teach me some martial arts. He could teach me how to turn upside down and screw upwards, and that would be very useful for things.
Oh, okay. That's what you want to do. You want to learn the martial arts from a lot of these people.
I really do. I think it'd be great. I want to learn how to do a crack shot where I just, for some reason, flip my leg over my own head.
Yeah.
Which hits only people in the air for some reason. I don't know why, but that's weird. Also throwing a fireball along the ground. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm. It does.
But on top of that, he's a nice guy. He takes in like other evildoers' kids and teaches them how to be good. And like,
you like that ponytail though?
I kind of do.
Do you? All right.
Yeah, he could like whip his hair like Willow Smith. It'd be nice. I'm into it. Raiden, definitely sex. As I already explained about the electric jello thing, I think it'd be great. The yelling, the screaming orgasm, and then the thunder and the whoosh, like it'd be one night. And plus, he could teleport sex. Could you imagine that?
How would that work?
Well, we'll find out.
I think that would mean no cuddling after.
Oh no, like we could cuddle and then teleport, and then he can just like throw his jizz in some other dimension, then come
back. What the? Wait, can you imagine that actually though? All of a sudden, like Sub-Zero's at home just like playing solitaire, and Raiden comes behind him, throws jizz, and disappears. And Sub-Zero's like, "What the?"
It'd be great.
Wow.
And then there's no wet spot, so then you're all set.
I guess.
I mean, I'm just saying, it'd be great.
Raiden.
Finish him.
John, you should take care of Calvin sooner than later. He's got problems, as you can tell.
Oh,
listen, don't judge. And then Ganondorf, yeah, I'm sorry, but like, he's a little too evil.
Yeah.
He's a little, and I feel bad because, he's a Gerudo and they're already discriminated against anyway, but like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's the evilness.
You're going to make it racial. Ganon's like in every, whatever version of him, he's always evil. He's never like,
yeah, no, he's never
good Ganon. Nope, never.
No, never.
All 100 times he's been evil.
Seriously.
Evil old bastard.
And that's the thing, like if you were somewhat good or something, yeah, but.
Not the same one as the pig Ganon in the first one, is it?
I think they're all supposed to be the same Ganon.
But they don't look, but he was a pig in the first one.
Well,
now he's just like an old Mr. Burns looking human. Anyway, great choices, everybody.
Yes.
John, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
And apologies in advance to anyone out there whose family I'm going to really devastate.
Soon, like today? Do you still have work to do today?
Could be anybody. Could be anybody, anytime, anywhere.
It's unfortunate.
I work weekends.
Can you go around and get every other podcast host? Just leave us?
I don't have that kind of time.
And also half the comedians. That would be great too.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have that kind of time.
There's a lot of podcasts.
Way too much. Can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
Who am I, Santa?
Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much, John, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
People, I was going to say check him out. Don't check him out, but play the game. Play the Paperboy game. He makes a fun appearance in there.
Live your life.
Live your life.
Yes,
you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. And we will talk to you all
next week.
Yay.
89.
Today's playable character is portrayed by Aaron Kominos-Smith, very funny comedian and actor. You can find out more about him at funnyaaron.com. That is with 2 A's and 2 N's. He's also at Funny Aaron on Twitter, Instagram, and MySpace, if you still have that.